What's up, everyone? My name is Aaron from the Soban Network, here with another Army review for our tabletop series. This is kind of my little pride and joy. This is a Battlefleet Gothic fleet, but one that's kind of uniquely made. Now, for those that don't know, in Warhammer, my kind of main army and the main drive has been a Warhammer 30K 16th Legion Luna Wolves. And I've been building a actually pretty big fleet for them, just because there's I've written some lore, and with how big this army's getting, it needed a lot of ships, and we're going to be adding to it. Now this is the 501st Expeditionary fleet, and we got quite a bit of ships. So I'm going to just do a quick what's in it right now. And we'll try to get some close-ups. Like I said, my camera's not the best, but hopefully this will show off a little bit of the details. We got 6 of these SOAR-class frigates, which are escorts. You can see we also got more over here. Little escorts. We have a couple transports, including a fuel transport. But mostly these are just like troop transports for like the Solar Auxiliary Imperial Army troops that are kind of attached to the fleet. We also have a few cruisers, a battle cruiser, and a battleship. We have what we call a Cardinal class. I think that's a Slaughter class, if I remember my ships correctly. I can be wrong. You can correct me, but it just looks cool because you have like a mix of the older kind of grand cruisers with some of the newer stuff, and they just look nice. So it's like, oh, some of the older ships mixed with the new. We have a Lunar class, modified. It's missing the back turrets, but I'm like, oh, that's a hangar bay because these are all for Space Marines. So we got our carrier here that's ready to rock. We got a Gothic class cruiser. We have a Mars class battle cruiser. Not my favorite ship, but it does count as a carrier, which I thought was needed. So that's kind of cool. And we have our big old battleship. So that's the fleet as it is. So it's I didn't price this out because there's some depending on the source material, because because it's like Great Crusade, so you can't really use the Codex Astartes, you can't really use Chaos, you can't really use Imperial to properly represent it. So I was using a fan base one. This is a bit of points, but it's not it. So just to talk of what we're going to be adding to it, I got a mystery box here. We're going to show it off a little bit. I'm not going to say how I got these miniatures. Everything here was bought from Games Workshop or through trades. This, not going to say it, because we don't do that. But I can't wait if they ever redo Battlefleet Gothic, because I love it. We got a bit of stuff here. But yeah, I got this online, eBay stuff. But there's quite a bit of it. So if I am not mistaken, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 12 Cobra escorts. Had some issues, but I got 2 Dauntless light cruisers, which I'll use as strike cruisers. And the big thing here is a battle barge, 2 of them. So what's going to end up happening is the kind of lore is there's 2 companies as part of this fleet, not including all the auxiliaries. That's why there's going to be 2 battle barges. The flag is going to be the big guy right there. And then the Cobras were just added because you need more escorts. Like, that'll bring me up to 18 escorts, about 6 cruisers and battle cruisers and 3 battleships. So there's a good amount of stuff going, and 4 transports. I do want to get some Mechanicus stuff as well, just to finish off the fleet. But this is going to be the entire fleet when it's done, which should be really cool because I can use it in narratives, and I could even just use it as background to do some space battles and whatnot. I do have some Imperial stuff left over and some Chaos stuff. So if I do more legions, there'll be some ships to kind of add to the fleets. But I wanted to show this off, show off an army progress, one that actually has painted stuff, and they're absolutely gorgeous. Honestly, my camera does not give this credit, but it's absolutely stunning. With it really feels like Great Crusade. Like it's got the red and the gold and the white for the Luna Wolves. Like, I'm doing too much, but yeah, it looks awesome. And the mix of the kind of newer ships with the older, like you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. These ships are kind of like they were there since the beginning of the Crusade. Escorts, those get tossed around a lot, so they don't survive. So you got to replace these constantly. And then there's been a couple ships that got added on as the Crusade went on and as they expanded. And then these other stuff kind of got added as well. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed this kind of looking at the army, looking at this Battlefleet Gothic stuff. This one, it won't be built as fast because it's mostly built and there's not a pressing need for it right away. But I do want to get those battle barges done because they, like, let's be honest, it's like you got space marines, you need battle barges. But it's a cool fleet, and it's going to be a nice mix of architecture and with the escorts and that. I think it's a cool project. But everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. And I hope you'll stay tuned for a lot more. So if you enjoyed it, leave a like and comment down below. Please share the video. And also check out my good mate on Facebook at Bearbox Studios. And I'll see you on the next episode of Tabletop. Till then, happy gaming, everyone. Bye-bye.